So when you think of Bitcoin mining, you probably do not think of college dorm rooms. But that's exactly where it's happening these days, in large part because electricity is free. And Bitcoin mining uses a lot of it. Andrea Day has our story.
I had fans running, I had the window open.
Day one at Penn State and State College, and Patrick Sines had a cryptocurrency mining operation up and running in his dorm room.
It felt like passive income because when you're at school, it's still back in your dorm room making money for you.
But there was one big problem.
It was producing a ton of electricity, a ton of heat.
How hot was it?
It was unbearable.
So we rigged this together with a few dryer tubes.
Who was footing the electricity bill?
Penn State was footing the electricity bill. I mean, I'm paying tuition, right? Why shouldn't I have the ability to mine in my dorm room?
Sines admits he had no idea what Penn State's policy was. We called the university to find out, but did not hear back.
I was just like, all right, I'm going to do this. Didn't really ask any questions.
But some universities, like Worcester Polytechnic Institute, are now making the rules very clear.
It says that you can't use institutional resources for personal gain or for cryptocurrency.
Patricia Patria is WPI's Chief Information Officer and says new technology is making it easier to weed out miners.
Are you able to pinpoint where it's coming from exactly?
Yes, we are. We can show the students their IP address, what time they were doing it, what they were doing, and work with them.
She says most will shut down operations. If not, they can lose access to the school's network.
What's the potential cost if you allowed this to happen?
It's the electricity consumption. On average, you hear that the cost to mine one Bitcoin is about $4,000 in electricity.
And that's not all.
Some of the cryptocurrency bit miners have malware installed in them, and then that could install malware on your networks.
It's impossible to know how many dorm room crypto miners exist. But according to Vectra's Mike Bannock, the numbers are growing, even as Bitcoin gets harder to mine. The cybersecurity company makes software to spot mining and just completed a study of schools across the U.S.
We had 11 universities participate in our opt-in study. 100% of them had crypto mining detections.
100% with at least one case of crypto mining every day.
It's the Wild West. You're in an environment that encourages open behavior and creative thinking, entrepreneurial behavior.
And it's not just schools. He says some offices are secret havens for mining, tapping into company networks.
They're basically stealing.
Sines now works for a major tech company and says mining at school made him who he is today.
I think students are going to continue to be the engine that is fueling a lot of this growth in this space.
And he says he brought in about 10 grand during his college career. That's the low end for typical miners. But he says he kept his operation to one rig to keep the noise down for his roommate. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Andrea Day.